Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jane and today I'm doing my March TBR. Okay, so actually I was planning on a new TBR game for the channel, but unfortunately I couldn't get the TBR game ready for today. So next month my TBR will be a new TBR game, but today I'm just going to pick some books for this month. And in this month I'm hosting our BTS Readathon. I will link mine and the other girls' announcement videos in the video description so you can check it out. We will have live reading sprints, live show, we have also a group book. It's going to be really fun, so check it out. So basically all the books that I chose today are for the prompts for the Magnet team, the team that I'm leading along with Lisa from Lisa Marie. And I have also 2 buddy reads this month, so I'm going to talk about everything. Just before we get started, I wanted to say that I actually have a really busy month. Like, except the readathon and the reading live sprints, I have a lot of things and I won't have a lot of time this month. So I'm a little bit easy with myself. I don't want to put too much on myself because, like I said, I have a really busy month. There is going to be short books and also graphic novels. Overall, I have 6 books in this month TBR. So let's get started. So like I said, I'm doing the Magnet team prompts and we have overall 6 prompts with 1 bonus prompt. So basically I have a book for each prompt, and the first book actually double up as 2 prompts, and this is a group book. I Will Be the One by Lyla Lee. This book takes 2 prompts, the Taeyong Singularity prompt because there is 1 character on the cover, and our Namjoon bonus prompt because this is a book about self-discovery and reflection. And this is actually a really cool book. Like, this book is about Sky, a girl that dreams to be the first plus-size K-pop idol, and she is going to a K-pop reality show. And this is something that you don't know about me, but I'm actually really love K-pop reality shows. I don't know why I love them so much, but I've seen so many of them and I really love the concept. And like, I never read a book about K-pop, so let alone a book about K-pop reality show. And in this book, Sky is going to find out how hard it is to train to be a K-pop idol, and it sounds really interesting. I wanted to read this book for a while and I'm really happy that I have a reason to read it because it sounds really good. Like, I never read something like this. So yes, this is the first book and I'm going to read it in an ebook. So the next book that I'm going to read this month is a book that I'm doing a buddy read with Charlotte from ClumsyCharlott, and this book is These Violent Delights by Gong. Okay, so I'm really excited for this buddy read. This book is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, but this is an historical fiction and it takes place in 1920 in Shanghai, which sounds really cool. And this is about 2 violent family gangs. Those families are rivals, like in Romeo and Juliet, 2 families that are rivals. And like I said, this is a historical fiction and I actually didn't read a lot of historical fictions in my life. It always was a genre that intimidated me, but I read this month Eddie LaRue and I don't think that I'm intimidated by this genre anymore. So yes, I'm really excited to read another historical fiction. And this book is for the Jimin prompt Lie, the dark themes prompt, because like I said, this is about 2 gangs families and this is supposed to be really violent. Like, look at the name of the cover. So for me, violent is something dark, and this is a dark theme in my opinion. So yes, this is the second book, and this book I actually going to read physically. I just didn't get my copy yet. It's supposed to get here like in the next few days, and I'm really excited to get it because the cover is really stunning. But yes, this is the second book. So the next book is another book that I'm going to read physically, but my copy didn't get here in time for the video, and I'm also really excited for this cover because I think this cover is also really pretty. And this is my second buddy read that I'm doing with Esme from Bookish Buddies, and this book is Stardater by Shveta Thakrar. I'm pretty sure that I'm pronouncing the author name wrong, and this book is for the Jungkook Golden Magnet prompt because you have gold like on the cover. And the concept of this story is actually really cool. This is a fantasy story about a girl who is half a human and half a star, and in the plot she needs to go to a celestial court to save her father because her father is sick, and I know that it's supposed to get more intense and more complicated from there. Like, the main thing that gets me really interesting is that I never read something like this, like half a human, half a star. how is it going to work. And yes, I never read something like this before, so I'm really excited for this one. I also heard a lot of good things about this book. So yes, this is the fourth book. The next book is the book that I'm reading for the Taeyong Beach Prompt, and this is actually a graphic novel that I'm going to read on ebook. So yes, I actually don't have copies of almost any book that I'm going to talk about today, and this book is Summer Blonde by Adrian Tomine. Okay, so if I'm being honest with you, the only reason that I picked this graphic novel is because there is like a summer thing going on and I need a summer book for the beach prompt. Like I already said it, but I have a really busy month, so I'm trying not to put a lot of myself. So I wanted to pick some graphic novels to make my life more easy. And from what I know, this graphic novel is actually a part of a series, but this is a short stories collection, so you don't need to read the rest of the series. And from what I've seen, a lot of people read only this one. I think the stories are romantic and deep, but I'm not sure. Like I said, the reason that I picked this graphic novel is because the summer theme. And honestly, every graphic novel that I read until today, I really loved. So if this is a graphic novel, I'm just going to give it a chance because usually I really love graphic novels. And this is a really short one, so it's going to be quick and easy, perfect for a busy month. So yes, this is my fourth book. So the next book is actually a book that I have a physical copy of, finally, and this is the memory book by Lara Avery. Okay, so this book is for the Jimin 14 prompt, and let me tell you, I looked at every book on my TBR. I have a big physical TBR and I was sure that I'm going to find something, but I didn't find anything with 14 letters in the title except from this book. So like you can see, I have the Hebrew copy of this book, and actually the really cool thing is that this book has also 14 letters in the English title and also 14 letters in the Hebrew title. So I'm feeling proud of myself that I actually found a book that goes well with this prompt. And this book is actually a book that I have already a lot of years. I bought this book when I was younger, before my huge reading slam. So I have this book on my shelf for so long, and honestly I wasn't sure that I'm ever going to read it. I also don't have high expectations for this book because, like I said, I picked it up when I was younger, and now I usually find books that I loved when I was younger not really enjoyable. This book is following Sammy, a girl who has a genetic problem that's going to make her forget everything. So she's basically writing for herself a memory book because she's not going to remember anything in the future. And this book sounds like deep and really emotional, but again, I'm not sure because I read a few books that sound deep and emotional that I bought when I was younger and I didn't enjoy them so much. So I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy this one. But this is the fun thing about challenges and about readathons and about all the prompts, because the prompts make you read books that otherwise you won't read. So maybe I will like this book, I don't really know. But yes, this is really was the only book on my TBR with 14 letters that I didn't read yet. So I don't really have any other choice. But yes, I feel good reading this one because this is in Hebrew and I read books in Hebrew really fast. And also this is a really short read. It has less than 300 pages. So again, another book that is really perfect for a busy month. So yes, this is my fifth book. And now I'm going to talk about the last book for this readathon. And this book is Letters to Survivors by Gebe. I didn't pronounce it right, but this author is French author. So I'm going to read the translated to English ebook version. And this is another graphic novel because, like I said, I have a really busy month. So 2 graphic novels sounds really good for me. And this graphic novel is for the Jungkook prompt Euphoria. And yes, this is a dystopia graphic novel. And actually I had another plan for a dystopian book this month. Maybe I will read it if I will read all of the books on my TBR and if I will have time. But this is a long book, so I'm not sure. So I switched last minute to this graphic novel. And this is another book that I picked only because of the prompt. I just was looking for a really short dystopian story and I found this graphic novel and I knew that I need to read it. And it also sounds interesting. interesting. This is about a post-apocalyptic world, a dystopian world, and this is about a mailman that gives letters to the people who survived. Now, I don't know anything more than that, but this book sounds really bizarre, and from what I read, this is a really interesting and really different book, and it sounds like something that I never read before. So now that I actually found this book, I really want to read it. It sounds really interesting. Again, this is a graphic novel, and I usually really love graphic novels, so the purpose was to find a book that I'm going to read really quick, but this one sounds really interesting, so I think that I'm going to enjoy this one, but I'm not sure. But yes, this is the final book for this TBR. So yes, those are my all 6 books for this BTS Readathon. In the end of March, there is going to be another readathon, the Becca's Bookaholic readathon. It's a 48 hours readathon that I really want to participate in. I'm not sure if I can, but if I will be participating, all the graphic novels and the short books are really good for the readathon. But yes, like I said, I have a really busy month, so I don't want to put too much on myself, and 2 of the books that I'm going to read are actually really long. Stardarter and Those Violent Delights are a more hard reads, and like I said, they are long. So I do have 2 difficult books this month. So overall 6 books, 2 hard, 2 okay, and 2 really easy. I'm really excited for this readathon. Like I said, we will have a lot of live reading sprints, and all the announcement videos are in the video description. I will try vlog for the BTS Readathon at least one time this month, and I'm really excited to read all the books for the prompts. If I will be able to finish them, I will try reading more, of course, but I have also a secret TBR for a secret reading vlog, so I don't have only these 6 books, I have more to read. And in general, I'm doing a lot of reading vlogs in this channel. I'm uploading 2 times a week on Sundays and Wednesdays, and the next video will come on Wednesday. But until the next video, you can check more videos by me. Thank you so much for watching. It was so fun, and I'm really excited for all the books, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!